Combining function. Function operation. Let f and g be the function with domain a and b, then the function f plus g, f minus g, f times g, and f divided by g are defined as follows. F plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x, with the domain is the union of a and b. With the domain is the intersection of a and b. Similarly, for f minus g and f multiplied with g. Now, there is the difference in f divided by g because when you divide in a function, divide into things, the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So it is the intersection of a and b where g of x is not equal to 0. So let's take a look at the example. Given f of x equal 1 divided by x minus 2 and g of x equal to square root of x minus 2, we want to find f plus g, f minus g, f times g, and f divided by g, and their domain. So let's start with part A. F plus g of x is f of x plus g of x. That is 1 divided by x minus 2 plus square root of x minus 2. And we will simplify this function as follows by combining them. Okay, so let's talk about the domain. So let's take a look at the domain of f of x and the domain of g of x separately. The domain of f of x equal 1 over x minus 2. So this have the domain of x be all real number except a 2. So negative infinity to 2, union with 2 to infinity. And this is what it looked like on the graph. So we do not take this point. So here we have a hole. Okay. The domain of g of x. Well, g of x equals square root of x minus 2, which means x minus 2 have to be greater than or equal 0. X have to be greater than or equal 2. So then, the domain of g of x is everything that is greater than 0. Everything that is greater than 2. So then the intersection of the domain of f of x and g of x is right here. Go. So then the intersection of the domain. So this is our domain A and this is domain B. So A intersect B is equal to from 2 to infinity. So this is the domain of f of x plus g of x. So f minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. That is 1 over x minus 2 minus square root of x minus 2. And that equal to and the domain is 2 to infinity. F times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x, and that is 1 divided divided by x minus 2 multiply. So this equal to and again the domain is the same as the previous one. Okay, next one is f divided by g. So divide and multiply with the reciprocal. So we're looking at that f of x multiplied with 1 over g of x, and that is and we need to rationalize the denominator. Okay. So the domain here is everything except when g of x equal to 0. Well, g of x equal to 0 when x equal 2. Okay, it's the intersection except when g of x equal to 0. So g of x equal to square root of x minus 2 equal to 0 when x equal 2. This means f divided by g have the domain of A union B such that g of x is not 0, so aka when x is not equal to. This means the domain here is from 2 to infinity. In part B, we want to evaluate f plus g as 4, f minus g at 4, f times g at 4, and f divided by g at 4. We will plug x equals 4 into the resulting function of each of this. So for first part, f plus g of 4, we can rewrite this as f of 4 plus g of 4, and that is 1 divided by 4 minus 2 plus square root of 4 minus 2. That is 1 over 2 plus square root 2. And this equal to 1 plus 2 root 2 divided by 2. So note that you will get the same answer if you plug f plus g of 4 into this equation. Let's take a look. 1 plus 4 minus 2 . I leave you to do f minus g of 4, f times g of 4, and f divided by g of 4.